Hey gun nuts, just want to bring you a new toy I got. The Taurus PT111 G2 pistol, 9mm. I know what you're thinking. A lot of y'all may say, oh, Taurus is crap. Taurus is this, Taurus is that. Well, Taurus did some revamping on their guns and got some pretty good reviews on this particular pistol. It's chambered in 9mm. I got this one here from Battlefield Arms. That's also on my Facebook page, my Instagram, and my Twitter page. You'll be able to see that. Alright. So when you get this gun, it comes with 2 magazines. One here, one here. They're both 12-round magazines. They both come with a floor plate that gives you good extension for your pinky. Alright, there's also a chamber bar, whatever that is, for your chamber, so we'll take that out until the gun is unloaded for you safety Nazis. Alright, so first thing about this pistol, we're going to talk about it from head to toe pretty much. Alright, so one thing I noticed about this gun right away is on the top here, as you can see, there's a loaded chamber indicator. Sticks up like that when you have a round in the chamber to let you know. Good thing about that is you can see it and you can feel it like in the dark if you're going to use this for home defense, or you just happen to be chasing somebody in the dark and have to use your gun. The next thing about it is it's got a 3-dot sight system. I don't know if y'all can see that too good, but to me the sights they're okay. If you can see, like my fingers are the 2 back dot sights, and then my other finger's the front sight. You got a lot of room to line up the sight. They're not as tight as I would like them to be, like such, but no big deal. As long as you practice and train with your gun, you should be all right. The gun's got a stainless steel barrel. The sights are adjustable for windage and elevation. The gun also comes with 2 of these little keys. This key here will adjust your sights for you, and also it operates an internal safety in the gun. Put it here in the cocking serrations, twist it, and you cannot operate this gun. That's good if you got kids in the house or just for storage of the weapon. We're going to turn this back off because I'm going to run about 500 rounds through this gun today. I want to make sure that it's going to be able to shoot, because I do plan on carrying this as a concealed carry for a little while. It is a striker fired gun. As you can tell here, there's no hammer, so it's got an internal striker. It's also got an external safety that you can operate with your thumb and a slide lock. Now, also the gun is kind of set up on the platform like a lot of modern day polymer frame striker guns, particularly the Glock. It's got the 2 side takedowns here, and you kind of do it just like you would a Glock. Pull the trigger, take the gun in your hand, slightly cock it open, pull down your takedowns, and it comes right apart. Now, as you can see, you've got your ejector here, you've got your rails front and back, you've got your captured dual spring and guide rod, and you've got your barrel. Pretty simple gun. Just like I said, it's built like off pretty much all the other striker fired guns these days. One other thing that I did like about this gun is the price point. I got this gun from Battlefield Arms for $250, plus the taxes out the door, like $263 I think I paid for it. The gun is made on a polymer frame. Now the polymer frame has the Picatinny rail in the front, or sort of like a Picatinny rail, so you can put on a light. I think the TLR series lights, the TLR 4, 5, or 6 will work good with this gun. On the trigger, as you can tell, it's got the little trigger safety there. Now that's good for if the gun is dropped. The gun will not go off if that trigger safety is not depressed, like so. Okay. The gun also has restrike capability. So if you happen to get a weak round, which typically happens, I think, more with 9mm, and the gun doesn't go off, you can restrike the gun again. Now, a lot of people complain about the trigger online. My thing is, it's a $250 gun. I mean, what are you expecting, a match grade trigger? One thing I did learn about this gun is that when there's not a round in the chamber per se, there's a really long take up and then a kind of a surprise break. But the chamber around, it does have a tactile, audible, and a reset you can feel. You can kind of hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But right there's the wall. It is pretty far back because you got all of this space that's dead trigger. When you get to that wall, it's a pretty clean break. Now I wish they had put the brake a little further up, but because it's kind of like you're squeezing the trigger like back here. But that does, I'm going to assume, help for rapid reshots. If you could tell on the trigger here, I'm sorry, on the handle, on the grip, they didn't put finger grooves, but they put these little polymer made kind of like sandpaper. It kind of feels like skateboard tape. It's not rough enough to where it's going to hurt your skin or anything like that. As far as I know, I haven't fired the gun yet. But it feels really good. It feels like if you're sweating, like out here, it's like 89 degrees. I'm going to spin around and just kind of show you the range a little bit. So this is a table over here that we do for rifle and long distance shooting. And then if you'll spin around the camera, all the way down at the end is 100 yards set up. Then I've got 75 yards set up. And then we've also got the 25 yards set up. All right, so when you're gripping the gun, that sandpaper kind of in the polymer frame gripping feels really, really good. If you're out here sweating, if your hands are wet, or if you're using this gun for self-defense and God forbid that you're bloody and you do have to defend yourself with the gun, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay right there in your hand, which is good. A lot of people don't like the nothing there for your pinky. So that's why on the magazine, 12 round mags, you have that support for your pinky finger. Now when you're gripping a gun, as Glock 26, 27, the 33s have all shown us, these two fingers are your strength that are going to be grabbing the gun. You also use your left hand more to support the gun when you're firing. You can see here it's got a thumb rest here made into the frame. I like to use this little dimple here as another thumb rest because I use the thumb over thumb method, and then my hands are wrapped around. I also sometimes grab the front of the trigger guard, which I do that on my Glocks, but that also gives you a little bit more control. And then I kind of relax this hand a little more, except for my trigger finger. I can't wait to fire it. I'm going to run some, I got all 115 grain ammo. I got some Winchester, brass cased. I got some Federal, brass cased, all 115 grains. I've got some aluminum, Federal. And I also wanted to make sure that I ran some of the Tula ammo because a lot of guns like it, a lot of guns don't. I'm hoping this gun loves it because I'm definitely going to run it through there. So I got about 500 rounds here on the table. Brought my AK out just to play with, just in case a little bit later on. And my daughter's out here with the little 22 pistol. She loves to shoot that. But I'm also going to have her shoot this also because a lot of women ask me about what's a good gun for me to get? What's something small? I think this would be an excellent option. It's got a lot of magazine capacity, and it's also got a really positive magazine kick out. Like if you're here, you can see the gun is upside down. It springs right out of there. So that's something that you definitely want with the gun. You don't want to hit the magazine release and it just kind of stays where it's at. Then you have to strip the mag out. But it does not give you any type of good grip in case you do have to strip the mag out for some type of jam. And I'm hoping this gun doesn't jam. A lot of the reviews I've read online, a lot of people said that they have replaced the the spring mechanism, the guide rod, the captured spring with a lake line spring. I'm going to run this one without a lake line in it just to see how it does without it. Now, after these 500 rounds, I probably will end up replacing it because a lot of people have. But I'll see what happens with it. Like I said, after this, we'll go ahead and film some shooting on here, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Go check this out at your local gun shop. I paid $250. I found it a little bit less expensive online, but once you factor in the cost that a gun shop is going to charge you, it's like $30-35 to have it shipped to them. You're right around the $250, so that's why I went with Battlefield Arms. Plus, the guy Frank Wyatt there is an excellent, very knowledgeable guy, and I plan on doing a lot of business with them because they got a lot of fun toys in there that I definitely want to get a hold of. So pretty much whatever I get from there, I'll be showing you guys what I get. The Taurus PT111 G2. Can't wait to shoot it. Thanks a lot, gun nuts. Please like, subscribe, share my videos. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. You can find me under Homeboy Tactical and Sporting. Probably going to be changing the name soon, something a little bit more universal. I don't want everybody to think, oh, it's just a black thing. It's not about that. It's about a gun thing. If you're a gun nut, I'm a gun nut. Let's talk. All right? Thanks for watching.